Welcome back. AdvTech has had a good year, reporting a 13% rise in revenue and a 19% jump in headline earnings per share. This was mainly due to high enrollments and an increase in fees. And joining me now is the company's CEO, Roy Douglas. Thank you so much for your time, Roy. Of course, we're going to unpack those line items. Let's start off with your student enrollments. What level of growth did you experience there?
Well, that is one of the most important drivers of our performance, and I'm delighted to say that we have continued over the trend of strong enrollment growth, both in the past in 2023 and now looking forward in 2024 as well, where we were actually looking at 5% enrollment growth in our schools division here in South Africa and 7% in our tertiary business, which, as I say, is a continuation of the strong enrollment trend that we've enjoyed over the past few years.
Yeah. Well, let's go into your margins. I do note that you did post improved margins. Was that a case of parents being able to stomach the fee increases, or more maybe on your side in terms of cost efficiency, where you were able to trim out a lot of fat, I guess?
No, I'm very pleased to tell you that it's more on the fact that the efficiency programs that we've put into place, combined with the operating leverage of good enrollment growth, has enabled us to improve the operating margin. It is a program that we've been working on for quite some time. We are determined to eliminate any kind of duplication or wastage. And we've been working extremely hard at consolidating transaction processing, for example, reducing the administration within the school's environment, allowing schools to focus on the delivery of the academic offering. And I'm pleased to say that we've held our price increases. We like to follow a strategy, what we call responsible pricing, to add inflation. And in fact, we are now in the process of discussions to say, well, given the success of the efficiency programs we've put into place, are we able to perhaps even hold it to slightly below inflation? Because we do appreciate consumers are under massive pressure, and anything that we can do in that regard to improve the value equation of our offering, of course, is going to stand us in good stead, and I'm sure it's going to be appreciated by parents as well.
And of course, looking at, parents being able to receive those fee increases as well, how is your debtors book and collections effort looking like?
We've done extremely well. In fact, the results this year are a testament to the focus that we've had on that part of our business. You might recall is that last year we did have a systems problem in our tertiary business that led to some of the problems with regards to billing at the start of the year, which resulted in our book moving out a bit. But what we've done is we've made great progress in the collection of that amount of money, and also, of course, in terms of the management of the book going forward. So our book this year looks extremely healthy, and I'm pleased to report is back on track with the positive trend that we have shown in previous years as well.
Yeah, all right. We're talking about costs as well. I do note that you spent additional money on AI tools. Of course, we know that that is a big trend that a lot of sectors of the economy are incorporating into their businesses. Talking about the spend on AI, how much more spend do you have? How big is the purse on that AI spend from here on out?
Look, we really are in a fortunate position. If you look at our balance sheet and how we've been de-gearing the balance sheet, we're a strong cash generator. And all of that has enabled us to invest, if you like, in the technology that we believe will develop superior teaching and learning practices. AI is very exciting for us. The tool that we've developed, AdvLearn, which enables us to develop personalized learning plans for every single student in the AdvTech system. And we are seeing some wonderful results as a result of the implementation of that program. We are benchmarking internationally our student performance in each and individual subject, and we're seeing the returns that the personalized learning plans, which are driven by AI tools, are delivering to us. So it's very exciting, and we believe a clear area of differentiation for the AdvTech system, which we're really pleased about.
All right. Well, let's go into your resourcing division. I did notice there that there was a divergence in growth between the South African operations and the rest of Africa. Is this just a difference in fundamentals between the regions?
No, I'm afraid actually this is a trend that we have seen for quite some time now. The South African economy is under extreme pressure, has underperformed by whatever measure you use. and of course, a complete lack of job creation, which is a concern to all of us. So a resourcing business operating in such an environment is always going to have a difficult time. I believe our management team have done a great job in a very tough market, but nevertheless, the results there are depressed as a result of the state of the economy and lack of job creation. Fortunately, though, of course, our investments in the rest of Africa, into other geographies and other markets, has really stood us in good stead. So overall, the resourcing division has posted a very credible result. Again, a reflection of a sort of a trend that we've seen over the past few years. But it is very much driven by the Africa business as opposed to the South African operation, which has been extremely difficult.
I want to zoom into tertiary because we did get news today that there is a deregistration of a few private colleges, including Damlin College, and they have to close by the end of 2024. How much of a student influx are you anticipating for your tertiary division from this?
No, really, I think that, from our point of view, that is very disturbing. It is something that has been ongoing for quite a while now, so it's not unexpected. Our worry is for the students who perhaps have financial commitments to that organisation, who are midway through their studies and are now left somewhat in the lurch. We've been working with the regulator, trying to see what assistance we could provide. Recognition of prior credits or learning and absorbing into our system if at all possible to try and provide some relief for those students. So I think we're very concerned. We're not expecting any kind of dramatic windfall gain. That's really not the point. The point is how do we put these students who, through no fault of their own, are now facing, I think, a very difficult situation. So we'll continue to work with the regulator. We'll obviously try and make whatever adjustments and arrangements we can to see what relief or what assistance we could provide for those students who are now faced with this difficult situation.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time and for the insight that you've given us into those numbers, Roy. I appreciate it. And that was the CEO of AdvTech, Roy Douglas.